You're going to be trespassed from here, which means you can't come back and you can't stay. Do you understand that? Where are you going, Vanessa? Vanessa, you're being Stop.
Late at night in Leesburg, officers are called to a behavioral health facility after staff report a woman has become aggressive and refuses to leave.
Leesburg Police.
Do you have an ID? I don't know.
That's okay. I don't know what's close. We'll go this way. My car's right here. You're on that side, yeah? Yeah. Officer Rodriguez.
You're going to give me the for the trespass for her as well?
Yeah. So we'll work on that in a second. Are you gonna be the employee who's doing the trespass?
Yes. You need my ID and stuff?
Yeah. Sorry, they're talking at the same time.
Oh, no worries.
26. Thank you.
All right, Vanessa. So, like I said, you're not going to be allowed back to this facility unless you would like to come here. Maybe call us, come here, and say, "Hey, look, I'd like for the trespass to be lifted." You could talk to the magistrate if you want to seek further help or you want to apologize. But if you're unhappy with being here, then it sounds like you need to be somewhere else, right? Vanessa, do you have somewhere else to go?
No.
Okay. Do you have anybody to contact to come pick you up or get you somewhere else? Is there anywhere? So where were you before you came here?
I was on the streets.
You what?
I was on the streets.
You're on the streets?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, this place was trying to help you out, but if you're angry, I mean, if you can't be having violent outbursts like that with people that are just trying to help you, and if you're not happy with something, something needs to be communicated. Okay? You're going to be trespassed from here, which means you can't come back and you can't stay. Do you understand that?
What if I decide not to leave the property?
Well, I mean, you got to leave, so there's no choice there, unfortunately.
What if I decide not to?
So if you don't leave, then you could be issued a citation or arrested. And then it just gets worse from there because then your record starts tanking, and we don't want to do that. Nobody wants to do that. If you need somewhere else to stay, I mean, you can volunteer. We can, the other live stream facility. If you feel like you need some mental help, you can go there.
I don't feel like I need mental help.
Okay, it sounds like you just maybe down on your down streak right now, but you have some issues. But we can't be lashing out at facilities like this, unfortunately. Okay. So I'm going to make a copy of it, and then I'm going to give it to you. But unfortunately, we got to get you somewhere else. I have a resource informational thing I can give you if you like, and if you need a cold shelter, if you can make it to Eustis.
There's a shelter. I can look at anywhere I'm looking over. There's literally nothing here. There's no bus stop even. Do you see a bus stop down there?
I know there's a couple, but they may not be running. Do you have any cash on you? Money?
No.
No money for it? Okay. I mean, do you have any friends or family in the area?
No.
Okay. I mean, is this someplace, they've already given you a chance, but are you wanting another chance to stay here by chance? If they'll let you, but it seems like, you the place pretty good.
When the officer addresses her behavior, she doesn't act confused. She's blunt. She says she's unhappy with the service and basically implies the mess was deserved.
Okay, Vanessa, I'm going to get you. Do you want a copy of the trespass? Where are you going, Vanessa? Vanessa, you can't go back there. I don't know where you're going. Are you going to try to go back into the doors? Vanessa, you're being Stop. So you're being trespassed. As of right now, I'm telling you that you can't stay on premises. You can't go back into that facility. Do you understand? Vanessa, we're not doing this. Okay? I don't know what are you trying to do? Use your words. What are you trying to do right now?
I don't know. I just know that it's really cold.
It is really cold.
Yeah.
I would put that jacket on. If you're going to walk somewhere, walk that way, please. Because you're not allowed back into the facility. You're not allowed back into the facility. I'm going to reiterate this one more time to you. You are not hereby authorized, licensed, or invited by the establishment's employees to be on these premises. And if you refuse to leave or return at any time without their permission, you will be arrested. Where are you going? Tell me, are you going to go back to, or are you going to go up to here? Walk that way. Vanessa, walk that way. Where are you going? Why aren't you talking to me? What is this? You're playing child's games right now. Are you trying to go to jail? Do you just not want to stay out in the cold? You trying to get a free night to stay?
Go back to the facility.
You're not going back to the
You're not going back into the facility. One way, I don't care what it is. You're not going back in there. They don't want you in there. They want you trespassed. You have officially been trespassed. What part of that don't you understand? It's against the law for you to be on these premises, sidewalk included. Okay?
I have nowhere else to go.
Well, you've ruined your chances in there. I've already asked you, would you like me to go back in there and talk with them about you staying? But I don't think they do. If you would like me to go in there and ask them, I will. You have to stay right here and start obeying my orders. But if they say no, you have to leave.
I don't know what you want me to say. They deserve everything that they got.
Yeah, they're not gonna, Vanessa, with that ideology, they're not gonna let you stay.
No, yeah. Yeah. Again, what I want you to say is yes or no. Would you like me to go in there and ask them one more time for another chance for you? But you have to be okay. If they say no, then you got to go.
Well, I'm not leaving.
You're not leaving?
No.
Why not?
I have nowhere else to go.
So what, you just want to go to jail? All right, Vanessa, we've told you. You're under arrest for trespass after warrant, refusing to leave the premises. Hold on,
You got your...
Yeah, let me take...
You're good.
Good on the one arm. Tax one file, Leesburg. Show Vanessa 1015. You got it?
Yeah, they're
All right.
easy to double.
All right, Vanessa, we're going to walk back to my car. Now we got to go. Tax 20 file, Leesburg. Can you say if Fruitland Park can assist with a female search? All right, we're going to stand right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a preliminary pat down that a female's going to come out and search you. If you have anything on you right now, tell me. If you take it to the jail, you'll be charged with an additional crime of introducing contraband into the facility.
I'm pretty sure there's nothing that can in there.
Okay.
Sad at all.
I'd like to read. Why don't you just go back into your room and calmly read? What did they do to make you throw stuff around?
They're liars. They're cheaters. They steal people's money and
Were they taking your money?
Yes, they're stealing money. They're stealing people's money. They're not giving people water or any beverages to drink. They're not providing a calm and warm atmosphere. That room was freezing cold where I was. It was like an ice of a freezer.
Did you try to communicate any of that to them?
I did, but they didn't. They said we can't do anything about it.
Something tells me there's a little bit more to it than what you're describing.
No, they literally refuse to provide water. They don't have water.
So you'd rather go to jail than be here?
They have dirty water.
Because you think jail's going to be better.
I don't know what jail is going to be, but I know that this place is I don't know. They need to be taught a lesson.
Well, this ain't no lesson on them. That's the big thing. I mean, you're wrong there. I mean, that's where you could have filed a formal complaint, sought out the owner of the facility. There's tons of other options you could have gone down, but instead, here we are.
They came for another person that she was eating out because he didn't want to eat on the table. He was eating in his room and they kicked him out. Person that has no place to stay, they kicked him out.
Even the other officer said that.
But they made him leave immediately, and they didn't even give him at least a 2-week notice or anything. They just told him that he had to leave immediately. Just like they told me that I had to leave. What's intention to persecute?
Means making sure they want to press charges for you trespassing on their property.
If they press charges, that means that I'm going to have to attend court?
Possibly. Actually, unless the evidence is substantial enough to where, if you have the right to an attorney.
What if I go back there?
Well, nothing more. I won't let you. You're already arrested. Perfect. Thank you.
Yes.
But she's a little bit nicer. All right. Just let me know.
By the end of the encounter, Vanessa Glana Serge, 34, ends up in cuffs after staff at Livestreams request she be formally trespassed from the property. According to the report, staff said her behavior turned aggressive throughout the day. Serge is arrested and later charged with trespass after warning. She's transported to Lake County Jail, meaning she's still responsible for showing up and answering for the charge. She's scheduled to appear in court on February 19th. Now here's the real question. Where do you draw the line between compassion and accountability? If someone says they're homeless and desperate, should the response change, or does the warning still mean the same thing once it's clearly given? Drop your take in the comments. Did the officer handle this the right way? And what would you have done differently if you were there?